Hey everyone, Joshua Kirk here with you once again, and now it's time for the first of two of my annual year-end roundups for 2024. As you can see from the title, this is about my top 50 songs of 2024. I'm very excited for doing both of these lists. Really strong year for music, I felt. And those of you who have been watching these videos pretty much know the drill. I'm going to go over the bottom half kind of quickly, and then I will have a little more to say as we get further into the top half of my list. So, without further ado, let's just get right to the list. Number 50, Billie Eilish, Wildflower. 49, Eric Slick, Anxious to Please. 48, Nullifer Yanya's Mutations. 47, really great banger from Igloo Ghost, Coral Mimic. 46, The Smile with Zero Sum. Then at 45, Brittany Howard with Prove It to You. 44, one of the catchiest hip-hop songs to land on this list, Lupe Fiasco's Cake. 43, Geordie Greep with Holy, Holy, really great kind of experimental art rock track. 42, passionate vocals and songwriting from Waxahachie on Board. And then at 41, one of the more underrated songs on my list, Brian K. and the Parkways, Wind the Clock. And then rounding out the 40s, Kim Gordon's The Believers. 39, unapologetically queer country bop from Adeem the Artist, One Night Stand. 38, Fantastic Cat with Later On. 37, Caribou with Volume. And then at 36, Jack White with Number One with a Bullet. Number 35, one of the best hip-hop songs of the year, in my opinion. That is Vince Staples with Etouffee. 34, really the anthem for the working person in 2024. That is Life in a Bag from Cheek Face. 33, MJ Lenderman, She's Leaving You. 32, a kind of unsettling piece of abstract hip-hop from Billy Woods and Elucid, Bad Pollen. 31, one of the biggest pop songs of the year, that is Tommy Richmond with $1 Million Baby. And then rounding out the 30s, Richie and Amine with the colorful bop of a track, Dizzy. 29, heart-wrenching ballad from Casey Musgraves, Too Good to Be True. 28, Freddie Gibbs with one of his best songs really in a while, On the Set. 27, the protest anthem from Joy Aladakun, No Country. And then rounding out the bottom half at 26, it is Mick G with I Want, a really great, beautiful, kind of cavernous sounding R&B ballad. We're at the top half of the list now, starting off with 25, Echo Astral, Beethoven. This track was my first taste of Echo Astral's music, and boy, was it a great one. One of the best bass lines of the year, really. The boom, 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 boom has been like pretty much burned into my brain since I first heard it, and it's just a really great kind of noisy punk anthem about being your most true self and, you know, not letting this current hellscape like get you down. Yeah, this track rocks. 24. One Step Closer with Leap Years. If you want just a really great 2.5 minutes of pop punk, melodic hardcore, whatever you want to call it, this is definitely your track. Great riffs, great drums, great vocals. Yeah, definitely a banger for sure. 23, it is one of two Kendrick Lamar songs to land on this list. This track, featuring Dodie Six, Hey Now, happens to be my favorite track from his new record that just dropped. A fantastic dark beat, really great bars and double entendres, like that whole Gulf Streams flying through the turbulence bar. That was really clever. Really like the D4L interpolation on here. Feature is great. Yeah, just a phenomenal hip hop right here. Number 22, it is Quedeca and Breakins teaming up on the track A La Carte. And I would really love to hear a full project of these two because the chemistry they just have as MCs, as writers, and yeah, the fusion of genres on here is very much indicative of kind of what internet music pretty much sounds like these days. And yeah, this track is just a banger, and really excited to hear more from these two in the future. 21, Zach Bryan with American Nights. Really the song that puts his latest album's themes and concept into perspective through some really good songwriting and vocals, a kind of rollicking instrumental. And yeah, Zach is just continuing to bring the heat, and yeah, one of the more refreshing figures in modern country right now. Rounding out the 20s, it is the track from Lip Critic. It's The Magic, really one of the most insane openers I've heard to a record this year. This track is visceral, it's punchy, I love the way it builds, and yeah, just really great fusion of hardcore and kind of experimental dance music, and a really good tone setter for their debut as well. So there you go. Wild track. 19, it is Mount Eerie with Non-Metaphorical Decolonization. This is sadly a pretty pathetic song for 2024. The first half is this really gorgeous, hypnotizing post-rock. Then in the second half, Phil delivers this devastating monologue, basically about kind of the state of the world right now, and shit. He pretty much called the outcome of our recent election here. And yeah, just a really great track, and really proof of the amazing talent that Phil continues to show in his work. 18, it is Soccer Mommy with the track Changes. Really one of my favorite songs that Sophie Allison has written or produced, like, really ever. It's very gorgeous, ethereal, great lyrics on this track. Yeah, it's definitely one of the better dream pop cuts that I've heard from anyone this year. 17, Scowl comes through with one of the best hardcore tracks of the year that is special. Just the combination of punishing riffs, drums, and screams with the kind of very catchy, sort of sweeter melodies and sung vocals just pans out really well here. Scowl is continuing to show plenty of potential, and you know, with them seeming to gear up for the next album cycle in 2025, I'm definitely very interested to hear whatever they have going forward. And yeah, this song rips. Number 16, it is Tyler the Creator's Noid. This song I think is a really great kind of showing of the different vibes that Tyler is kind of known for doing. And yeah, just really like the mix of being very dark and kind of abrasive, and then also very just luxurious and beautiful sounding too in other parts. And yeah, it's a really great ode to Tyler's kind of long-time experiences with paranoia and how they continue to affect him to this day. 15, we have an utterly gut-wrenching track from Bon Iver, Things Behind Things Behind Things. Justin Vernon is well known, really, for these kind of songs, but yeah, this song just happens to just hit especially hard, given, you know, the past year. And yeah, it's just really beautiful, swooning vocals. I really love the kind of acoustic riffs on here. And yeah, it's just a really just very gorgeous, swooning little track here. 14, it's one of my favorite Moses Sumney songs, really, so far, that is Vintage. I mean, just, I really love his vocals on here, and they're just so smooth. The kind of minimal R&B beat, I think, is really a great backdrop for this song, too, and it still has a lot of great character to it. This song and the EP that it comes off of is clearly teasing towards a kind of grand evolution for Moses, and whatever that ends up being, I'm very excited to hear what that is. 13, it is Remi Wolf's Cinderella. Remi pretty much does what she does best on this track. Really great vocal performance, so much charisma. The production is really solid. Really love the different details in here, especially those horns. And yeah, just a really great tune and hook as well. Like, me and the boys in the hotel lobby. Like, I have had that shit stuck in my head since I first heard it. And yeah, I love this song. Number 12, Dr. Dog lets Eric Slick come to the forefront vocally and lyrically on Tell Your Friends. Just a really touching, heartfelt track with beautifully haunting vocal harmonies that give off a bit of a Fleet Foxes vibe. This track is stripped back and acoustic, and yeah, just such a passionate vocal performance from Eric on here. And yeah, like the title pretty much says it all in terms of what the song is really about. And yeah, just Dr. Dog came out with another win here. And at number 11, we have JPEG Mafia with Don't Rely on Other Men. This song pretty much has a lot of what you would typically expect from a great JPEG banger. Brash, hard-hitting beat. Peggy just really going off. His lyrical subject matter is potent too. But there's also plenty of other elements, like those kind of huge guitars and strings in the second half that really show JPEG kind of making a track that sounds really raw and lo-fi, but also just huge and just absolutely producing gold in the process. And yeah, that's why this track is here, because yeah, it's wonderful. Now we're here, ladies and gentlemen, top 10 songs of 2024. Number 10 is Elisa Amador with the song Enough. I was just really not expecting this track to hit me as hard as it did. I mean, just great vocal performance, definitely very powerful, relatable lyrics, and really love the instrumental on here that just sounds like very spare, but also very grand. Those strings just sound killer on this cut, and I love the way it builds with those vocal harmonies. And yeah, this song is really just massive proof of of what great talent Elisa really has as a singer and a songwriter, and yeah, phenomenal song. Number 9, it is St. Vincent with the track Broken Man. This is probably one of my favorite songs Annie Clark has done really in a while. I mean, when this track dropped alone, I listened to it like 4 times in a row because I was like that blown away by it. Really like the kind of industrial rock sort of approach I hear on this cut. Really love the way it builds. It's intricate and it manages to sound like very devilish too. Sadly, her latest album overall was a bit of a head scratcher, but this song does happen to be like one of the few highlights from it because it just kicks ass. Also a kick-ass rock track at number 8 is Mannequin Pussy with the song Split Me Open, the powerful closer to their latest LP, which I absolutely love. And yeah, this song is pretty much what that album does so well, pretty much culminating with the first half being very kind of pillowy, dreamy, and vulnerable, and then the second half of it being like punchy, visceral, and really enraged. And yeah, just the build and the dynamics here on this cut are just expertly done, and a really good songwriting, passionate vocal performance, and yeah, just really proof of how how much Mannequin has really evolved and grown as a group in such a great way. Number 7, it is Vampire Weekend with the song Connect. Really one of my favorite like indie pop rock songs that I've heard all year. I mean, first off, the piano in this song is just like, yeah, killer. I mean, I love the different progressions and time signatures, and yeah, it just kind of pulls me in and doesn't let go. Like, so that alone is definitely a good reason for me to praise this song highly. But I also just really like the tune and Eric and Ezra's vocal performance, and kind of the lyrics that I think ring pretty true right now. How people are just kind of more than ever really struggling to just connect with one another, and put our differences aside and just like love and care for one another. And yeah, just a really great song, and maybe even one of Vampire Weekend's best songs, period, too. So there you go. Love it. Number 6, we have Charlie XCX with what I think might be her best ballad so far, and that is So I. Um, this is one of those songs that I don't really listen to often because, yeah, it is one of those tracks that really kind of hurts to listen to, given that this is a song kind of dealing with clearly such a a massive loss, and in this case for Charlie it would be the late Sophie, who kind of clearly was a huge inspiration to her uh, artistically, and they seem to have some sort of like relationship, and yeah, this is Charlie basically talking about how she feels she didn't really spend enough time really with her, and yeah, it's just a very touching, beautiful track, and really proof that Charlie Lee can really come through with really defining song for her career, and this just so happens to be one of the big ones from her, yeah, highly successful Brat album. Now we're on to number 5, which is probably my favorite song from a trans artist that I've heard this year. That is Jasmine Forti's Skin on Skin. Jasmine, of course, is the newest signee to Phoebe Bridgers' Satisfactory Records, and she and her Boy Genius bandmates did happen to produce this song, and her full-length debut as well. One of the first kind of big indie releases of 2025. And yeah, just a really great song, passionate vocal performance, really great lyrics that are very vulnerable and told straight from the heart, and yeah, really great punchy indie rock instrumental. Julian Baker does deliver some killer guitar solos on here too, and yeah, I could have really picked any of the singles from this record for this list because they've all been bangers, but I just went with this one because it just kind of seems probably the most memorable to me so far, and yeah, really good song. Number 4 is probably my favorite dance and house track that I've heard this year. That is Jamie XX, Treat Each Other Right. I mean, just what a fun, well-produced banger of a track. Really like the samples, the drums hit hard, and I think the groove is really good, and yeah, the synth tones that come in in the second half just sound pristine and gorgeous. And yeah, as the title along with that lead sample pretty much suggest, basically the message here is, yeah, just treat each other with respect, and yeah, don't we all need a message like that in these times right now? Yeah, really good. Number 3, I told you we had Kendrick Lamar twice in this list, and obviously this song that is showing up here is one of the few diss songs he came out with in the midst of his beef with Drake. That is Not Like Us, the song that is, according to me, and it seems most people, kind of the crown jewel of this run of songs. I mean, just Kendrick just flat out like really goes in on this song in terms of his lyrics, his bars, and his rap performances. Love how he goes from being kind of introspective to absolutely enraged in other parts. The Mustard beat is great and incredibly fun, and yeah, it's definitely a song that obviously is you know, a really like S tier like diss track, but really also it's just a really phenomenal like trap rap song that really proves Kendrick, you know, has not lost his touch one bit, and he just really continues to come out with some real heat. And yeah, definitely a great track. They Not Like Us. Number 2 is a song that almost became my number 1 of the year because of how much it kind of like felt necessary to me this year. That is Lizzie No with The Heartbreak Store, which, yeah, the main thing I gotta say about this song is, yeah, Lizzie No gets it. We've all been through some like heartbreak and a trauma of some kind, and wouldn't we all give to just kind of sell that to a store that just kind of specializes in that sort of thing? Yeah, this song is just really gorgeous and well written. Clearly, definitely very much a from the heart anthem. Really like the country instrumental. The vocal harmonies are stunning. Like, it's just a very well produced and just very empathic song that I think a lot of people could really relate to, no matter what kind of experience they've had in their life. And yeah, it's definitely it was really close to being the song of 2024 for me, but number 1 ended up being a track that is kind of a bit of a last minute sort of decision for me, because it actually is my most played song on Spotify in 2024, but it's Shoo with Beneficium, which is definitely a song that I definitely would not have expected a track like this weird and this brain-melting to be like my number 1 song of 2024. But if there is a track that pretty much captures kind of the whole vibe of that year, like in just 4 minutes and 7 seconds, it would be this song, because really love the chaotic riffs. The organ line is incredibly sinister, and the drums are pummeling and just awesome. They definitely have a bit of a vibe similar to that of like a really like Crazy Swans track. Yeah, Jamie's vocals are definitely very haunting, and this is just a song that really says a lot, not just with its lyrics, but also probably even more so with its sonics and just kind of the wonderful full sort of wall of noise that the Shoo Shoo gang has produced here. And yeah, it's my favorite song of 2024. There you have it. Those are my top 50 songs of 2024. Hope you all enjoyed this video and got some good recommendations out of this. Feel free to share with me some of your favorite songs. in the comments. And yeah, stay tuned for the next year-end list for 2024, which is my top 50 albums. It's the big one. This is Joshua Kirk, signing off.